How's it going, people? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Rants, the Turkish and Rants show back again. Rants and Turkish show, however you want to call it. It is what it is. It's realer than most. That is what it is. What are you saying, G?
Good, bro. Good. Can't complain, fam.
Yeah, into the Champions League and Europa League draws and all that. We'll get into it.
Brother, it is what it is, innit, bruv? Them famous words, it is what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's a mad thing, bro.
In the words the heady one, it's a sticky one still.
It's a very sticky one, bro. In the words of flipping Ivan Drago, blood, if he dies, innit? It's peak for Oli, brother. I swear down. It's peak for Oli right now. That thing, I think that could be the making of him. If he lasts long enough to see us play all of them games, I think coming up against Leipzig and against PSG, bro, I think if he hasn't been found out already, he will get found out very soon, innit? Because he's only got one way to play, and that's not enough against these men.
Yeah, it's barely enough for the league, let alone Europe. You know how it's set in Europe. You got to play a different thing in Europe, fam.
Bro, we were relying on going to penalties to beat Copenhagen and teams like that, and we're gonna go to fucking Germany and play Leipzig like that. Yeah, we're in trouble still.
Yeah, we'll touch on it in a second anyway. Like young Luna in the picture. Obviously, this show's just started, so we're getting everything sorted slowly. I see Rants is doing his thing on his channel. He's got you got something on your screen now during the lives and that. Some little, look at you smiling.
No, hey, listen. You see me, yeah? I told man already, it's like, you just have to invest in your own thing, bro. You get me? You have to invest in yourself. That's what I keep telling people. No one's going to do it for you, fam. So it's one of them ones where, I've got a graphics guy in it, bro. Like, he's just doing my stuff full time, and I'm just paying him, bro. Like, so whatever I need. So from now on, all my thumbnails, all my graphics, anything I need, you get me? And it's just a young G as well. I think he's like 17, 18 or something. Do you know what I mean? I literally said on one of my shows like this, I was like, yo, I need to get some graphics. Man hit me up on Instagram. Do you know what I mean? And these man would have done it for free, but I said, no, I'm going to give you some money, bro. So I just pay him every week. And I told him, bro, the bigger my channel gets, the more money I'll pay you, blood. Eventually, I'm looking to have I'm looking to have him full time. I'm looking to have a full time cameraman as well, so I can film whenever I want, do whatever I want, bro. So that's the goal. Hopefully, by the end of this football season, do you know what I'm saying? I'll have a full time cameraman and I'll have a full time graphics guy as well. So it's calm, bro. Like, man's looking to grow my thing properly, innit?
Yeah, you know how it's set anyway. There's only so much you can do by yourself. In the end, you're going to need that team around you. And when you put man on like that, it's good. Like, someone's asking, love the cartoons, or who's your artist? There's someone called Pentoon Studio on Instagram. So if you want something like that, go to Pentoon Studio. Good prices, again, for what it is, it's good prices. You get me? Look what man them are saying. Rance is looking 10 years younger in the thumbnail. You get what I'm saying? Man, I'm making you look good out there. So it is what it is, fam.
Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. It's good life, innit? Man's living good, bro.
I'm on Turkish and Rants now. Big up Turkish and Rants. 40 viewers, smash the like. There's over 160 now. So make sure you man are hitting the like button and get it up there. Share, do all of that stuff. Put it on your Insta story. Put it on your Twitters. Get the questions in. Do all of that. You already know what it is, and the mods are already in the building. So you man do your thing as usual. Rand's doing graphic, you know. Come on, people got to do what they got to do, fam. You got to do everything, fam. You get it?
But this is it, bro. Like, you got to look at all the biggest channels on here. Them man have got man that working full time to do their graphics, to do everything for them, to do their cameras and all of that, bro. Like, I've been on the other side, remember? Do you know what I mean? I've been on the other side of one of the biggest channels, football channels in the world, blood. So I know how this thing runs, you know, like that. And but presentation is everything, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? It's everything. A lot of people are very superficial, innit? A lot, especially with YouTube. YouTube's a younger audience, bro. They get sucked into what things look like more than sometimes even the quality of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to make sure that your thing looks good as well as much. The quality's carried me this far, bro. You know what I'm saying? But to take my shit to the other level, man needs to pattern up a few things, bruv. So you got to spend money. That's how it goes.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I tell my people anyway, fam. I do everything: thumbnails, logo, I can help with here and there. But I've kept it all in house up until now. Now I'm starting to branch out of it. We've both got football teams now, so there's going to be a lot of shit coming. You
see what I mean?
It's going to be good moving forward, and us being at the top of it makes sense. You get it? Because this is what us individually has created. So it is what it is. We got a question in early super chat. We might as well get this out of the way before we touch on the Champions League. Brewster, Sheffield United. 23.5 mil. Liverpool get money for their youngsters. What do you think?
Because they're a properly run club, bruv. Even though their owners are tight and that, fam, I got some trainers that I need to sell, blood. Because these man, I don't know how these men are getting 23 million for Brewster. They ain't done nothing in the game, bro. 23 million.
Yeah.
If man are getting 23 M's, yeah, for Rhian Brewster, then fam, them man can sell anything, innit?
Yeah. That's what I'm typing from. What did they get for Ibe? 17, 19 mil, something like that.
From Bournemouth, it's a mad thing.
And this is coming from a team that's struggling to fucking Arsenal, struggle to sell, man.
Daniel James, yeah, as much as he's pants, yeah, man's a Wales international, blood. And them man have got Brewster for pretty much the same money, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
He ain't got no England caps.
Which is saying Liverpool get a lot of money because of their low wages. And that might have a part to play too. I didn't think about that. Them man over there, they got a much better wage structure. So it's easier to pass them off and say, listen, these men are on this P, you might as well give us that, and you're nice. Yeah,
you're right. That's a very good thing. And again, that comes down to being a well-run club. United can't get players off the wage bill. Arsenal can't get players off the wage bill.
Yeah, 20 mil for Solanke. But what about Bruce? Obviously, do you think that'll work out at Sheffield United, or you think he'll just...
He's a good player, innit? He's one of them ones where Rhian Brewster is a finisher. If you get this huge chances, you'll bag goals, innit? Like, regardless. Do you know what I mean? In terms of his all-round game and that, from what I've seen of him, he's all right. But in terms of finishing, he's a proper, like, almost like a throwback, like, number 9. He just likes to be in and around the width of the goalposts, innit? And I think he'll get goals if he's in there.
It's a good chance for him, man. Wilder's a good manager as well, so I'm sure he's got something up.
Sheffield United play with a 2 up front, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Exactly. So he'll get goals. You know what I mean? Because I think McGoldrick, is it McGoldrick that plays up there?
McGoldrick and it's not McBurney, is it? It's somebody else, fam. But they're all there. They're all
but if he's playing with a big man up there, that can bring him in, he'll score goals, isn't it?
It'll work out for him, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good signing from them.
So let's get back into the Champions League thing, fam. You were talking about LA before. You got what PSG, RB Leipzig, and Istanbul.
Leipzig and some Istanbul team, and this Istanbul team apparently they've got a few
Istanbul team, fam. About some
Istanbul. I don't know their name.
Some Jamaican team, nah, fam. They're hard, fam.
What are they called?
Nah, Istanbul Başakşehir. You know what?
Yeah, see, blood, man can't say that Başakşehir thing, blood. I just saw Istanbul. I was like, cool, blood. You know, like that. Fam, I don't know.
But I can't lie to you. They've done their thing, bro. They've only formed like. Well, 23. I don't know how long it's been, but they haven't formed.
Not long, because I'd never heard of these man yet, and I'm someone who tries to keep on top of what's going on there. You know, them ones there, bruv, because always Premier League players always go there because there's peas in Turkey.
They've done their thing. I think they've had Robinho, Adebayor. It might not be Skirt or somewhere else, but they've had a few ex-Prem players and
Bruv, Bearman go there. Like, I think Canute was out there. Like, one of my brethren was at Bursaspor and Antalya as well, blood. So I know they pay peas in Turkey, innit? Like, even Kazim Richards was out there as well. Like, Bearman go out there, innit? There's bread. So when I saw this team I'd never heard of and I knew it was in Istanbul, I know they were recently formed and they probably got bare money in it.
Kind of, but you know what it is? You know, the fan thing is a big thing with Turkish football. You know, the fans are 12 man to get it. So without fans, I think that will probably be light work for you, man.
Even proper ultras, isn't it?
Yeah, fam, it gets peak in them Turkish stadiums. You get me? Before, after, and during games, fam. So
wild. I've been to a Turkish Cypriot game, when I was in Cyprus. It was Turkish Cypriot team versus a Greek Cypriot team, bro, and the pitch got invaded.
Yeah, that's a civil war there, fam.
Yeah,
bro, still.
I was in the crowd dodging flares, and man were throwing seats at me and that, bro. They were just throwing seats in the crowd, like it was mad, fam. That's the wildest game. I felt like I was in a legit war, blood. Like man was shooting flares into the crowd. Because I think the Turkish...
That's a rarity for a Turkish Cypriot team to play a Greek Cypriot team. Man.
It was a cup game, and I was on holiday in Cyprus, and I saw there was a football match on. So I was like, fuck it, I just buy a ticket. You know, I like football. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm in... Where was I? I feel like I was in Nicosia or something. I can't remember.
Must have been central, like a main city like that anyway.
Yeah, I think I was in Nicosia, bruv. And I said, fuck it. Man's just going to go to a game. Like, just finished shopping, had my bags and that. It's a game on in the evening, blam. Cup game and that. Mazzoline, bro. I've never seen anything like it. Man were ducking for cover. Flares were flying. Man was stamping on the seats, breaking the seats off. And that running and hitting man with the seat. No security, fam. Like people were just running. Like, bro, it's one of the wildest. No, it's the wildest football experience I've had in my life.
And obviously out there, you must have stood out as well. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Like,
The only black people out there were the footballers. Like there are a few African players and that. Other than that, mad thing. Few Brazilians out there as well. But bro, Mazza. You know there much red flares everywhere. These Turkish men were moving mad.
Even what's his name, Kevin Campbell. When I talked to him about, he went Shrubs on Sport Turkey, innit? And he said there's wild stories, fam. He's seen fans let off shots after a game from the team coach. Like literally, it's peaceful. I can't lie. It gets fucked out there. It gets fucked still. But yeah, you lot got Istanbul, Başakşehir, PSG, and RB are gonna be there.
They said there's a few ex-Prem players in that team though, the Istanbul team.
Yeah, there is. I think Robinho just left. Adebayor, I'm not sure if he's still there. They've got a few others as well. I should have checked in before, but I know they've got a few others still.
That's wild. I didn't know they were moving like that.
It's because they got formed recent, and you see Istanbul, it's been mainly obviously Fenerbahce, Galatasaray all these years. There's still other teams in and around as well, but in terms of domination, and now they've come in. Now it's like it's something new, you know. It's from a different angle. It's like the team you see how, in a sense, Arsenal and United are going all.
Bruv. They got Nasser Chadli that was at Tottenham.
Yeah.
They got Demba Ba there.
Yeah.
Oi, okay. These men actually do have a few men in there still, bruv.
Couple others, and they got the fans that think football's selling out. You know, the fans that roots football, and they've got a team in Istanbul to kind of support now and do their thing.
Yeah, Martin Skirtle plays for them as well. Do you know what I'm saying? They got man still. Okay, so then it's not one of them man that's gonna have bare unknowns that man could just roll over still.
Yeah, definitely. South London's Finest says Turkish the animation is a madness dropper like people. I just see up there someone put a super chat and I did put it on the screen. There was no comment, but I appreciate the super chat anyway. Who is it? Babi Shamor, love whoever that is. Get your comment in if you did want to ask a question. But yeah, what are you saying about PSG and RB? Do you think you men are going to go through as it stands, or?
Brother, I'm nervous, innit? It's one of them ones where away from home, I don't expect to get anything from either of those teams, if I'm honest, innit? Right, and then at home, we just need to do what we need to do, innit? It's one of them ones where you can't lose at home. If you lose a game at home, you're under immense pressure in it. Know what I'm saying? But if I'm honest, bruv, like unless we do an absolute mazza in the next few days in a transfer window, if the transfer window closes as it is now, we're in the Europa League, fam. Yeah, we're not getting out of that group.
I can't. Yeah, as it stands, I'd agree with you. Obviously, the next 3 days is big, but as it stands, the way Ole's moving and the way, you know what, is with PSG as well. You see, Ole kind of got his contract off the back of that PSG thing.
He did.
You might lose it off the back of revenge. You get what I'm saying? Like I said with the Liverpool Arsenal thing, it's all good and well winning a couple in a row, and that leaves a sting in the mouths of winners, and PSG have got winners in there, so. It'll be interesting.
Especially after Di Maria as well, doing the little thing with the beer and all that. And then it's just mad. There's bad blood in that game, innit? They're going to want revenge for sure. And I'm not too optimistic. I'm not going to lie. Look at that. Show my wife. Bloody hell, bro.
When you read it, it's actually mad.
And they had a bag of injuries last time we played them as well. When we played them in Paris. Do you know what I mean? Which did help us. You know what I'm saying? I think they had Mbappe, but they didn't have Neymar. You know what I mean? And it's like one of them ones where if they got fully fit squad and they come, we could get an absolute pamming still. We could.
What about RB? Do you think at home you man could do your thing at the very least?
I hope so. But they're such a well-organized side and they play good football as well. Do you know what I mean? They've got a very good manager. And I think it's not hard to kind of have a game plan for Manchester United because we only play one way, innit? We kind of let other teams have the ball, and RB are very good. Like I said, Neymar didn't play against us. RB are very good on the ball. Do you know what I mean? So giving a team like that the ball, it's playing to their strengths almost. You know what I mean? So I just don't know, bruv. I honestly don't know, man. In terms of stylistically, I don't think that we have enough as it stands, to beat them. Just because we're not a well-coached team. It doesn't matter about player for player and how many of X amount player gets into that squad and all these other things. Even though they got quite a few players that would get into our team, Do you know what I'm saying? The bottom line is, yeah, if your team's not a cohesive unit, it doesn't matter what names are on the sheet, bro.
It doesn't, fam. It doesn't. And you lot have shown that in the past. Chelsea have shown that in the past. Maybe they're showing that now. Do you get it?
They are. They're definitely showing that now.
It doesn't really matter who you buy. Even with Sancho coming in, and I do kind of expect it to happen, but even with him coming in, like we said last week, yeah, like signing Pochettino would be bigger than anything this season for Man United.
Yeah, new managers is a must, isn't it? And I think we're seeing also the lack of pulling power that our manager has, because everyone's saying, oh yeah, about the market and that, bro. Man want to play for other managers. That's why deals are getting done so quickly. No, I mean, it's not nothing to do with peas, blood. Tottenham weren't getting Gareth Bale, if Jose wasn't there, like. You know what I mean? Whether you like Jose or not, Jose's tried to sign Gareth Bale numerous times, bro. He wanted him at Man United as well. The facts are he's been a long admirer of him. Same way we wouldn't have got Pogba, in the Europa League, probably if Jose is not the manager. We wouldn't have got Zlatan in Europa if Jose weren't the manager. And now we're seeing players want to even play for Frank Lampard more than they want to play for Oli, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what it boils down to. They're now saying that Pogba had to convince Dembele to come to Manchester United or agree to potentially come to Manchester United. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Pogba's got more pull than the manager.
Yeah, I read that a couple of weeks ago that he was interested and Dembele was like on it, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing it again. So I'm thinking, what's changed? You get it? So that might be true, fam, because it's changed there. But I still think Sancho's going to be your guy. Like, what do you think?
So do I. I think that the Dembele thing is we're putting pressure on Dortmund, and we're saying, you know what, we're chatting to this brother. It's just like with Lukaku. We were speaking to Morata as well. The bread dyed his hair red and shit. You know what I mean? And then ended up at Chelsea. Like, we were still talking to Morata up until the point where he was telling Mata and them man that he was coming to Man United, and then we just pulled Lukaku out of the bag.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, so we are talking to Dembele, but he's definitely not our first choice.
And someone said something about Ole's comments in the press conference. Have you got to see it yet or not yet?
Yeah. So Ole just waffling in it, like the usual shit, bro. Talking about the difficulties and that, and how he's happy with the players that he's got, and there's players that weren't playing well that are now playing well, and basically, all this bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? And he was like, oh, maybe what word did he use? He was almost talking like, before he was talking about exploiting the window and that. And then now he's backtracked. He's backtracked on them comments, innit? And you said, well, maybe that wasn't the right word to use and just that. Bro, Oli doing the usual political fucking bullshit.
I'm saying that because I remember he said something about exploit the market a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And then he said, maybe that's not the word I should have used and that, bro. You know what it is with Oli, Sometimes, he uses the Jack the Lad thing. Sounds like a local, and then when he gets caught out, he likes to pretend that he got lost in translation, innit? He does it all the time. We'll say, how do you say this word, bruv? You know how to speak English, man. Stop chatting shit, blood. You got caught out, innit? That's just what happened, innit? Like, louder politics. I'm not on it with Oli, so honestly.
Any more shots to Jose? You see what them man been doing?
Them man have been going back and forth, but bruv, Jose's peppered him anyway. When man said the thing about the penalties and all that, bruv, Jose just badding man up, innit? He can't go in a war like toe-to-toe with Jose when it comes to that, right? Jose is like seasoned, innit?
Yeah, he loves it. He
loves it, bro. Like, he thrives on it. Whereas Oli, he don't thrive on it. This brother don't even stand on the touchline, and you want to go back to back with Jose. It's long for you. You know what I mean? So
actually long. Well, Beast Titans, a regular watcher, a regular subscriber from long time. He said Jorginho to Arsenal loan deal. What, is that true? Yeah, let me know in the comments. Is that it has something?
That'd be great business for Arsenal if they don't have to pay for him. That's almost that. That's Chelsea. Why is that in Chelsea's interest to do that?
I remember last week Albert says the same thing. I remember last week you said Jorginho would be an upgrade, and a few comments were saying something about what Rant's talking about. But it's the truth, fam. If you're buying Jorginho and somebody else, I'm not saying Jorginho is my option and it would be the one I want. You man know I want Partey, but if you're getting Jorginho, it's still an upgrade on Xhaka. He's a better Xhaka, at the very least. So, like it says, if AOUAR comes in, then having those two is definitely an improvement. Is it the improvement I wanted? No, but it is an improvement, So I get what you're saying about that. Jorginho and AOUAR. What would you think about that?
That'd be bloody good, man. That'd be good work for you guys. I can't even lie. I cannot even lie, bro. Like, Jorginho is a good footballer. Like, I don't understand why man don't respect him. I don't know. He's a good player, bro. Like, yeah, it hasn't worked out at Chelsea. And when we say that, I say that tentatively because I wouldn't say it hasn't worked out at Chelsea, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? He was the signing of Sarri. He was instrumental in Sarri's teams playing the way he wanted him to play. And under Sarri, he played well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And then the new manager came in and didn't really suit him. And there you go.
That's what it is. At the end of the day, like I said, on what we have now, Jorginho is definitely an upgrade. Obviously, being linked to Partey all summer, it's going to be a letdown. And everyone knows I'm going to have my opinion on it, which I'll give if it happens, fam. But if we're talking about upgrade on the people we have now, it's definitely an upgrade. And we got a super chat rant going back to Ole again. Will Jose be capable of schooling Ole in the game?
I'm not sure. I think that I just don't think he has the players. Like, I don't think he has the players that he would want to school him. I think he could beat Oli for sure, but I don't know about schooling him. You know, the ones there. I don't see the game not being a close game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either way, I don't see the game not being a close game.
Definitely.
So I don't know about schooling him, but I think that he can definitely get 3 points against Oli, bro. I don't think he'll fear Oli at all. I think he'll be looking forward to actually coming up against Oli, because what has Oli got, bro, that Jose doesn't know? He effectively plays the same football. He hasn't changed anything.
Yeah, and the goals are flying at the moment. I can't even lie. Well, actually, Son's out now, isn't it? So that's definitely a big loss. That's definitely. I forgot about that. But obviously later on, we're going to get into predictions and whatnot. Daniel says smash the like button. Obviously do that. There's over 500 people now. Smash the like button. Make sure you do that before you continue. Daniel said, why do you unmod me? I didn't. I don't think I did. I'll check it afterwards, Daniel. Don't worry about that. I don't think I did. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, now we'll move on to Arsenal. Not that the Europa League fucking thing is much to talk about, fam, especially when you look at our group. The only thing I'm vexed about is we're playing Dundalk in Ireland here, and I can't go because I would have loved to go, fam. I'm quarter Irish. It's local. You get it? And I know Dundalk Stadium must be one of them nice little local stadiums, you know, and I like that more so than these commercial establishments being built. So that's the only thing I'm vexed about. But other than that, an Irish team, a Norwegian team, and an Austrian team, like, not far, calm, like, no excuse now in terms of, you know, them long trips to nowhere and back. So what do you think about group? It's a walk in the park, really.
It's a walk in the park. I expect you lot to win all your games. You know what I'm saying? I think you will as well. Do you know what I mean? Dundalk, apart from obviously like the state of the pitch, probably, bruv, because if you go into Ireland in the winter, the pitch is going to be an absolute mess. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Other than that, I think you, man, will have way too much for them. Mulder, I'm assuming they probably play on like a 4G because most of them teams out there that side of the world do, which will be easy work for you lot. Yeah. I don't see anything other than probably Arsenal qualifying top of the group after the first 4 games, bro. 12 points and then they're done.
It's true. The Europa League, anyway, doesn't really get interesting until the Champions League drop in and then you can get
it's true.
As can come. Do you get it? Like, obviously, you even said that. As it stands, you think United will probably drop out if you don't improve properly in the window.
Yeah.
That's the case. Yeah, it's happened years before, but we played Napoli, we played Atletico, we played Valencia in the last few years in the Europa League. All Champions League teams, like, let's be honest.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then we ended up losing to Sevilla. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's this? Dano says, bro, I'm locked out of my crib right now and cold as a joke. As a donut, I took my bedroom key instead of the house key. It's a deep thing, man.
In this weather as well, it's mad for you. You can't even lie, bro.
Where you coming from anyway? Because the money's saying
it's in that's $1 still. So
yeah, Canada. That's Canadian dollar. That's peak. Over here, that's peak.
Yeah, it might even be colder than here, bro.
Like, you might have to try a window or something. Is Kane a world-class player or just a finisher?
Nah, he's a world-class player, Harry Kane. He is.
Yeah. Would you say world-class player or world-class striker? I think that's a better question, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. He's definitely a world-class finisher, that's for sure. Yeah, his all-round game, I wouldn't say that his all-round game is world-class. Probably not, but he's a world-class finisher, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'd say a world-class striker, definitely. But if I compare it with the Luis Suarez's or the Aguero...
Yeah, he's not that. He's not that. But in terms of putting the ball in the net, within the width of the goal, he's as good as anyone in it for me. Like, you get the ball to Harry Kane, you'll get it at his feet, put it in the goal, in it. Like, that's what he does. All the other extra stuff, nah, not so much. Do you know what I mean? But he's definitely a world-class. He's a world-class finisher. That's for damn sure. Within the width of the goalpost, I trust Harry Kane.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, world-class finisher, striker, I'll take that. But player is a debate, Carl. When you look at some of the top strikers around, like if you look at Henry, for example, Henry was a world-class player, world-class striker, like both guaranteed. Whereas with Kane, he doesn't have that, everything about him. Like Henry.
He doesn't. Absolutely not.
There's brackets to it, like there's levels to the thing. Like, yeah, people can be world-class, but there's an elite bracket in that world-class level. Like we talked about it with Zidane and all that. We've talked about it, man. There's a lot of world-class players, but the top
bracket, there's still levels again.
Yeah, definitely.
There's still levels again. Like when you look at Harry Kane, he's a world-class striker, but when you compare him to Suarez, Aguero, he's not that level. Like that. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a level below them, man. But he's still the same. He's in the same room, but you get me? Like the levels are different.
Yeah. I mean, you see what annoys me? It's like, bro, like all of this GOAT talk. Everyone's a GOAT all the time now. And you see, when man was growing up, there was one GOAT. It was people like Muhammad Ali, or people like Tupac, or people like maybe Eddie Murphy, or something like that. Now everyone's a GOAT, fam. Now Lil Baby's a GOAT. Fucking Summer Wars a GOAT. Like it's all mad. You get it? So I don't like that, fam. The GOAT needs to be the one.
The room is too big in it now. You know what I mean? The room is too big. In every conversation, the room is too big in it. There's always a bag of man in the room now. Do you know what I mean? Before it used to be one man in the room. Now there's all 5, 6, 7 man in the room. Do you know what I mean? It blurs lines in it. It obscures a lot of things. And that's why the whole world-class debate now, it's always down to opinion, bro. Like, I honestly believe that the world-class bracket is way too wide. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? There has to be I believe there needs to be a level above world class, because there's too many men in that conversation that it's almost an insult to other men. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's an insult to Neymar, to Messi. Do you know what I mean? Like to the Ronaldos of this world, to be compared to people like Mane and that. Like not disrespect for Mane. And Hazard and that. Like it's disrespectful, isn't it? Like as much as these men are still good players, it's disrespectful to these men to be saying like, bruv, like, and even Sterling, certain men are saying he's world class. It's disrespectful to put him in the same conversation as Neymar.
Yeah, like
it's wild, bro.
It's definitely wild, fam. This is this generation now, of it.
Yeah.
It actually does. Everything's a goal. We got another super chat. A different question here. Who are your top 5 active grime artists now?
Bro, I don't think anyone listens to grime like that anymore. Like when men listen to grime, it's old grime, innit? Like grime is not a genre that is, I don't want to say relevant, because it's always relevant. You know what I mean? Because I listen to it all the time, but it's not one of the genres in the forefront in UK music right now. So when you say active grime artists, there's loads of grime artists, but a lot of them aren't making grime right now.
Yeah, no, 100. I think there's no depth to the scene no more. Obviously, back in the fam, don't get it twisted. When I was young growing up, I was banging out cassettes, taping them every week, every other day. But when you look at grime now, it's different. If you ask UK rap now, that's the next thing, because you've got depth in that. You've got many artists you can choose from. You get it? Like Nines, Huss, Potter Paper, and that's just free. Now doing their thing with grime, aside from the Wileys, the Ghettos, the Kanos, and the Chipmunks, and the old school,
and even Chip, like, do you know what I'm saying? These man, a lot of these men that you mentioned now are making, like, they're not making grime now. Do you know what I mean? They're making mainstream bangers, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? They're not making old grime music. So even though they're grime artists, I think that the scene's become more fluid now. Do you know what I mean? There's so many different sounds now. Do you know what I mean? That like what do you call it? Like with J Huss, it's like, look at J Huss, like it's not grime. You know what I mean? You can't say it's hip hop. Like it's a fusion thing. Like a lot of these sounds are just what they are, innit?
They're molding now. It's always like, you see, back in the day when we was growing up, there was a sound, there was a style, and you could associate it. Now it's all over the gaff. Even with American hip hop, it's like you got the Young Thugs and the Lil Babies and that. Then you got the Side Guns and the Conways and the whoever, Kendrick Lamar's and all. There's so many different facets to that genre now. Yeah.
So many little subcategories and that. So it's almost like, you can't, when you're choosing from that, you think you have to be a lot more specific. You can't just throw them all in one conversation, bro, because different audiences, different sounds.
Got a question for you. R&B top 5 artists.
Again, what is that on though? Do you know what I'm saying?
All time.
Yeah, but what is that on, bro? Because man will say like, it depends on, you can't say all time, blood, because you've got guys that like were making R&B music before I was born that I don't listen to. Like I know who they are and I like their music, but they would never make my list. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard, innit? You know what I'm saying? And again, R&B, like R&B today, is not R&B.
Nah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean? When you think of R&B today, you think of Trey Songz and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Before that, you think of like, oh, Kelly and that. Do you know what I mean? And then even before that, do you know what I mean? Like, how far do you go back? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, when you listen to that, the music's different.
Yeah. No, it is 100. And even that name you said, obviously, his has been tarnished now.
But there you go, blood. And then it's that. And then you look at Usher as well. And then when you look at Usher and that, it's like people compare Usher to Chris Brown, but Chris Brown don't make R&B. Like he does sometimes, but he's not an R&B artist. You know what I mean? So it's disrespectful to him to put him in an Usher genre, because he's got way more up his sleeve than Usher's got. You know them ones. Like he ain't got an R&B album. Chris Brown just makes music, bro. You know them ones. Like he's got more hip hop tunes probably that are closer to hip hop than R&B.
Yeah.
But he's not a rapper. But he's got a fucking mixtape with Young Thug. So it's like,
it's all crossover now. It's all mad.
There's no pure anything right now, innit? All the music's just missed.
No black. Black. 6.
Yeah.
He's cold, but he's not R&B. He's not hip hop.
There you go. And then you look at like Party Next Door as well. There's another one. Like, what is that? It's not hip hop. It's not R&B. It's something. You know that?
Yeah, even Janae Aiko. It's something.
It's something else, blood. All these people just, bruv, music. Like, there's no like proper like pure genres anymore.
Yeah, there isn't.
No.
I like that though. You lot can ask more questions about what you man want, fam.
Absolutely.
Do your thing. Right. Thoughts on Ansu Fati? I don't get the messy comparisons.
Neither do I. I like him though.
Yeah,
he's good.
That's it, fam.
He's good, but let's let these man breathe. A lot of these young G's, love to just hype flipping big accolades on man, and they ain't done shit. You know them ones. Remember when we was growing up and we saw like Giovanni dos Santos come through at Barcelona and everyone was talking about him there, the next Ronaldinho and that, bro. Then he was at Stoke, fam.
Yeah.
You know that, bro? Get out of here, man. Let these man do something for a full season, and then we can start giving these man accolades, because these young G's, all it takes is for them to get the check too early, and all of a sudden, they're just not on it no more.
Yeah, head gone. Like
gone.
Even the players you see now, they're coming out of nowhere. Like Haaland came out of nowhere, like and just it's not like he had that.
The year before, no one was talking about Haaland, and all of a sudden, like he done like the breakthrough season, mashing it up, and he's doing great. Yeah. And with his ability, he should go down as one of the greatest strikers of his generation. But you can never say definite.
100%. Mbappe's the same. Like the year before with Monaco, no one was really saying anything about him. You get it? And
it's true. Before that, the season before that breakaway Monaco, no one went talking about him the way they were talking about Anelkas and the Henrys before they, and he just bust on the scene and done a Mazza.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So like it happens like that, bro. Like the season before, Man United signed Anthony Martial, like, and it's only when Martial played against you lot, and I see man putting it on you. That's when I thought, right, this youth's all right. But before that, I never heard of it.
Yeah. I mean, the first game against Liverpool, and then he went quiet, and then I remember the Arsenal game, and It's true. PAVFC, another super chat. He says biggest flop, Kepa at 71, more Varane, Sanchez. I'm gonna go with Kepa because
has to be
like that. That's a mad. Firstly, he came out of nowhere. Like no one was talking about Kepa then. I think Chelsea looked at Alisson and Ederson and thought we've got to spend big on a keeper. And they just went for someone. Like they didn't put much thought behind it.
Yeah, I think that they almost spent so much money, they just hoped that it would work out. You know, like that. It was almost like, you know what, if we spend 70 million on him, he might turn out to be a 70 million goalkeeper. Because fam, I don't know what he did in the game before that to warrant that money. Yeah.
It's true. We got another question outside of football. Khabib Gaethje. You watch MMA? I mean UFC, innit? Khabib Gaethje. You know what?
I can't see no one beating Khabib right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a matter. You see what it is with Khabib, yeah? Khabib gives man opportunities, yeah. He gives punchers opportunities, but when he faced McGregor, yeah, he didn't give him much. He always went to take him down. He's not like that against every fight. Yes, he goes.
Yeah, but he knew that was McGregor's weakness.
Exactly. With Gaethje's a good wrestler, but I'm like you. I don't think he'll beat Khabib, man. I think Khabib has the potential to actually retire unbeaten.
I think Khabib's boxing is underrated. Man, don't forget that he dropped Conor, bro.
Yeah.
You know them as man, forget that. Man just think, oh yeah, he always looks for the takedown, bro. He tagged man and put him on his ass, bro. So man can punch as well. He can box. He's not just like a grapple merchant. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100. Because even through the 2 Nate Diaz fights, McGregor didn't get dropped like that straight punch to the face. You get it? He got brought down and beaten like that. With Khabib, I think obviously if he did stand up for the majority of the fight, McGregor wins or Gaethje wins. But
yeah, for sure. But I don't think you can't stop Khabib, yeah, from taking you to the ground if he feels like it. And he's the kind of guy, he's willing to take a punch to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the dangerous thing, innit? Because it's like, if man's really trying to take you down, it's fucked, bro. Like, you throw a punch, you'll take it.
That's what it is, exactly. Same with GSP. Like, GSP has a chance. It depends how Khabib approaches it. But if he approaches it like the McGregor fight, then I don't think anyone can beat Khabib if he approaches that mentality. Obviously, McGregor got him to that, that madness, but it is what it is.
GSP can he can grapple though.
Yeah, that's the thing. And he's bigger than Khabib as well.
He's a lot bigger. I don't think that fight's gonna happen. I don't think that fight can happen. I just think he's way too big.
Yeah, but Khabib keeps on talking about it. GSP kind of hinted at it.
Because it makes sense monetarily, but I don't see it happening. GSP is way too big. The weight classes in UFC are farcical anyway, bro. The difference in sizes going up, there should definitely be some more catch weights, bro, because the weights are a joke.
Yeah, 100. What about the Khamzat? You seen Khamzat in his first 3 fights?
Yeah, but you don't want nothing to do with Adesanya, bro. No one does, man.
Yeah, Adesanya's a man. You see that Costa fight?
Bro, no one wants Adesanya. I don't care. No one. Don't care who you are.
Yeah, because even I said TKO for Adesanya, but I said 4th, 5th round. That was a mauling, basically. He controlled the fight.
He did, bro. He didn't get, bro. He got kicked to the body once. That was about it. I think that's all he ate. You know what I mean? A few leg kicks and that, but the way he systematically broke him down is what impressed me because of his patience. You know them ones. He didn't rush in and do anything. He just stayed. He stayed nice and long. Just chopped the tree down, bro, and then he just took him out when he needed to. Yeah, fam. Well, it's weird. This is the first time I kind of talked to Rants about UFC and that. He's obviously he's watching the fights and that. We might do that. We might do that. I'll chat to Rants after the show. Yeah, we definitely need to do like a watch along because people keep asking for their minute. Like, and to be fair, UFC watch alongs would bang. Yeah, 100, man, 100. Make sure the snacks are in, the food is in. That's what I'm saying. Drinks are in, and we're good to go, fam. That'd be a good night. I can't even lie. Because some of the fights, mad. More exciting than football at times. You get it? Yeah. So it is what it is. Over 600 people. Make sure you hit that like button. I don't know how many likes it's on, but if there's over 600, it should be near enough 300 at least. Let's get it to 300 if it's not. We're about 40 minutes in. We might as well go to the fixtures from last week and next week. Yeah. Let's have a look at those from now. Yeah. When we look at the results from last week with your predictions, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we caught up when it's 16 now. Okay. I lie. Fuck going over them. What matches should we really go over? It was all last weekend now. Let's talk about this weekend's matches. Start with Chelsea Palace. Where is it? Chelsea. Any team I say first, they'll be at home. So okay. Chelsea Palace. Shit, man. This is a tough one. I know, because I thought Chelsea would do West Brom, then go and do Palace, and then go on a little run. But they I don't know. Chelsea Palace. I'm thinking I'm going to just go with a Chelsea 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea, yeah? Yeah. Just, bro. Like, I was thinking of going for a draw as well, blood. Because the way Chelsea are playing, this will peak, fam. You know what? I can't lie. Because Pulisic is back, I think, because he's key, fam. I think he's key. If he can pick up where he left off last season. I think that's a big ask, though, with the injury. But you see, but Lampard's playing it well because he has returned to training last week and he just right. Putting him in games. You get it? So, okay. And Havertz, Havertz must do something at home against Palace. Like, weren't on the same thing. One of them must kickstart their play. You'd think so. I'm gonna go for a little bit
a wider victory. I'm gonna say 4-1.
Okay. Whoa, that is a big victory.
Hopefully it jinxes it and Palace do their thing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'll take that still. Not gonna lie, my guy.
Trust. Make sure you lot. People are saying Palace 3-2, Palace 2-2, Palace 3-1. Man ain't trusting Chelsea no more. Ole is better than Lampard. What do you think about that?
Bro, they're both. I think that they're very, very similar, but the difference is Lampard's genuinely a rookie.
Yeah, genuinely.
You know what I mean? He's genuinely a rookie, bro. He's 2 years deep, bro. Ollie's about 12 years deep, bro. So I can't give him the same blight that I would give Lampard. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's true. And obviously, yeah, with Ole, it's a bit of a longer time as well. I think if Lampard goes 18 months and towards Christmas and doesn't really start picking up form, then people might talk about him the same way. Everton, Brighton next.
Everton win 2-0.
Yeah, you're going for a light one, yeah?
Yeah, light one. Because Brighton are decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brighton aren't going to be a walkover. I think they'll beat Brighton comfortably. That's why I say 2-0. Because 2-0 is comfortable, but it's not a battering.
That's true. Well, who did Brighton play last week? Oh, yeah, they played
United. We played them twice, bruv. So I've seen them up close. And they're a decent team. I doubt they're going to just roll over, you know?
You think this Calvert-Lewin thing is a phase, or do you think this is something?
I've always rated him, bro. Like that man, no, I've been saying about Calvert-Lewin for time. Like I was saying, we should have taken him to the Euros this year. From last season, I had him in my team for the Euros. Do you know what I'm saying? I rate Calvert-Lewin. I don't think it's a phase. I just think that he's a player that if you get him the ball in the box, he will score goals. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. And now he's confident. But again, players of Calvert-Lewin's caliber, when you're at an Everton, how often do you get to play in front of a fucking James Rodriguez, bro? You know, like that. Like, how often do you get to play in front of a player like that can actually make chances for you? Do you see what I mean?
Calvert-Lewandowski, you know.
Yeah, blood. That's my guy, blood. Yeah, that's what I call him, blood. Calvert-Lewandowski, bro.
Is that a name for him, yeah?
Yeah, bro. That's what I call him, blood. Them man already know, fam, because that's what he does. He bags, bro. Like, I think he got like 2 hatties in a row, like. No, I mean, like, them things there are wild, you know. He's proper. And what I like about him is, like, he can finish with both feet, but also he works hard as well. He's like a throwback number 9 in it. Like, he hustles, bro. Like, and I like that in it because that's going out of the game a little bit. The physicality from forward players. Everyone wants to do the nice stuff in it up front. The link up play. Like when you watch Abraham, them man want to do the little flicks around the corner but sometimes I just want a striker that's just gonna push the centre back about, bruv, and just like make him double, like second guess everything. You know what I'm saying? When the ball gets passed back to him, make him rush it because I don't want this youth to just put me on the floor, bro. Sometimes you just got to clap centre backs, bro. Like just to let them know, you know what, you're not going to take your time today. You know what I mean?
Dini was a master at that.
There you go. They're similar kind of player. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of they just put themselves about. Do you know what I'm saying? They make the defenders earn their money, and then you get them the ball in the box. And Calvert-Lewin, like. De Brea's got pedigree, you know, like man's won stuff with England as well, like in the youth setup as well. Like he's got pedigree. He's not just any guy that's just come through the academy, bro. Like he's got like a good England like schoolboys upwards education, bro. So he's not new on the scene. Like all the England coaches know about him.
Yeah, no, it's true. And Chris just said Brighton need a clinical striker, and I thought Brewster would have been ideal for Brighton, but obviously fun.
And Brewster's another one. He's been in the England setup all the way through, won medals and that. So these kind of players, we can't be surprised when they start doing well, blood, because they've been in the setup.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 win. Like I'm just gonna go for a couple more, one more goal. You said 2-0, I like.
2-0, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a 3-1 because James, Richarlison, and Gomez behind you, and Angelotti as your manager. And you're nice. You're in good hands. Do you get it? You're in good hands at the very least. There's over 750 people approaching. Make sure you hit the like button if you're in. Make sure you share it, subscribe it, put it on your Insta story, Twitter, all of that shit, and we will get it reposted after the stream ends. And we'll move on to Leeds Man City rants.
Raw, you would think that Man City have to beat Leeds, bruv, even though it's away. Just for the simple fact that City ain't started well, but I'm going to go for a tight one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 to Manchester City there. they're gonna scrape it. I believe they'll just scrape it.
Yeah, because Bielsa, he's a fucking good manager, man.
He's sick, bro. Like, bro, he's overqualified for that Leeds job. And you know why I respect Bielsa highly is because Bielsa, when he didn't get them up last season, he could have left. And I'm sure there would have been man that would have taken him. Do you know what I mean? And he stayed and he persevered with the project and he got them up. So I think that you have to big up Leeds Football Club for the way they're run, the way they stuck by the manager. Obviously, if he didn't have a good enough relationship with the people at the club, he would have left, bro. He obviously felt that, you know what, these men understand my vision. They're backing me up accordingly, and I'll stay and I'll do it again. You know them ones. And he did it, and he's come up to the Premier League and he's made a good example of himself. And he's got Champions League experience, bro, with Bilbao. Do you know what I mean? So he used to coach Ander Herrera and that. So, like, man knows he's been there. Like, he's an elite coach.
You said pedigree for Lewin and Calvert-Lewin, and it's the same with Bielsa. Pedigree, man. He's got it. People want to play for him. People like his persona. People like his vision, his character, and you can see that with Leeds. I think Man City are going to have to win. I think it'll be tight, but I think they'll go out like 4-2 winners. Let me say 4-2.
Bruh, Man City, the goals, yeah.
Man, the goals have been flying in. You know,
they have. Not having a crowd there. It definitely feels like an exhibition / training vibe now, innit? You're seeing bare goals from.
It's true. Even what the other weekend there was the league broke the record for the amount of goals in a game week.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
All 3 weeks there's been a hat trick from a player so far.
Ooh, oh yeah, because Jamie Vardy banged the hat trick, innit?
Calvert-Lewin's done.
I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't watched Match of the Day for time. I haven't watched Match of the Day for at least a year, blood. See, bruv, look, honestly, since Ollie went on that slump here, like last season, I ain't watched Match of the Day. So like, it's one of them ones where, bruv, you see all these little stats that fly out, bruv. I'm not involved, cause you know them. It's peak right now, blood.
Nah, I hear you, fam. I don't even watch Match of the Day. I just go Sky Sports and watch them little highlights and BT Sports.
It's probably the best thing.
I just go and watch them. But true say they're pretty short and snappy. Like, if you want a bit more. You got to kind of watch and hope that you're first on Match of the Day. Newcastle Burnley next.
Newcastle.
It's a tough. What was last week's result? Newcastle lost to Tottenham.
I think Newcastle will win 3-1.
3-1 Newcastle, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they did get that last minute.
I think Newcastle are a decent side now. They've made some good signings. I feel like Steve Bruce has got them harder to beat. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think at home, Burnley, I don't know. I feel like Burnley have lost. They're very well organized, but they've lost that fear factor. Like, do you know what I'm saying? If it was at Burnley's place, then you think, they could shithouse it. But I think at Newcastle's place, I expect Newcastle to do enough.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a draw because I think Burnley were unlucky against Southampton, and I think it's the same with Sean Dyche. I think Sean Dyche has made them a tough years ago, and he just keeps it rolling, you know. So I think 1-1 sounds about right for me, and we move on to Leicester West Ham, which should be an exciting game at least.
Ooh, because West Ham on some good form. But it's at Leicester, so...
No, West Ham lost. No, they didn't lose. West Ham won, innit? 3-0.
Yeah, they won, bro. That's what I mean. Since Moyes has been away, West Ham been winning games, blood.
I'm looking at our predictions from last week, and we both said 2-1 Wolves. So I was thinking in my head, did they win? I was like, nah, 3-0.
Clyde, fam. Bruv, since Moyes got the COVID, blood, them man have been winning since he's not at games. They're telling him to stay away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm gonna go for Leicester 3-2, blood.
Going for a tight one, yeah?
Yeah, high scoring.
3-2, and I'm gonna go for West Ham. West Ham are so up and down, you know. I can't lie, they played decent against us too. They was unlucky not to get something out of it, to be honest. But Leicester, Rodgers against Moyes. I'm going Leicester to win 3-1. Change up the score a little bit. Most people saying 3-0 West Ham on 4-0 against Wolves. Fucking hell.
Bomba. You see that? 4-0, you know.
Hey, fam, I'm missing out on results and goals out here, man. But it is what it is.
Oh, man said Vardy's injured.
Oh yeah, he came off after the hat trick. Yeah, I watched that game.
That does change everything.
It's definitely what you went 3-2, I went 3-1.
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 then with no Vardy. I think they'll still win though, but let's go.
2-1, yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
keep my 3-1. Fuck it. Leicester have a good squad. Someone said Leicester 5-0. We'll see anyway. Southampton, West Brom.
2-0 Southampton.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I'm gonna go with 2-0 as well, man. I think Ing should have a goal or two in him. And Sheffield United, we might as well just move on. There's not much to say about that.
Arsenal, Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think Brewster's going to be ready for that one. I think they just confirmed that, innit? So I'm not sure.
Yeah, Arsenal. I think Arsenal win that though. I think Arsenal win that 2-0.
2-0 Arsenal. Yeah, we are at home. Bob, you see against these teams that like to just set up shop, yeah, we struggle. I can't even lie. We actually struggle. But I think the day before the transfer window, well, we play on Sunday, so the day before the transfer window closes. Fam, we're gonna win. I'm gonna say we're gonna win 2-1.
Yeah, I think Arsenal will get the job done though.
They haven't scored a goal yet this season, but you see Arsenal, they're that side that will
we'll let them.
Yeah, that would be like you see when Jota come on for Liverpool on Monday. I said to myself, yeah, he's gonna get his debut goal. Let me not say it before people say it's negative. It's the energy.
Yeah.
I said it in my head, and he got it. Like it's one of those things with Arsenal. Sometimes United as well. Look at Rooney, fam. He got his big goal against Arsenal coming up, and so many other players did throughout their careers. So I'm gonna go 2-1. I think Sheffield United will get off the mark and cause some problems, but we will get over the line.
Facts.
Wolves, Fulham.
Oh, Fulham are gonna get beat 3-0.
3-0, yeah. They're down and out, innit? They might have.
Yeah, they're done out here, but we said it though before. We said that these men are trash, bro. You know what I mean? We said that they're gonna go down though. Do you know what I mean? They need to make signings. If they don't, they're in trouble.
Yeah, I think Mitrovic is they've got a couple others, but yeah, Mitrovic might get a goal tomorrow. He's in my fantasy team for fuck's sake, so I hope he does. I'm gonna go 3-2 Fulham and hope he gets.
Ooh, okay.
You see, after 3 games, when you've taken L's every single week, yeah, it's like you've got to do something different, you know.
You'd think so, but I don't know. I don't see the resilience in that team, you know. Or where does it come from?
It's true. It's true. Because even Scott Parker as a manager is not really the most invigorating on the sideline. Like he's not really that.
I forgot he was there. That's what I mean. When you look at that manager, do you really think Scott Parker, what's he gonna do? When that man's backed up against the wall, you need to draw on some experience, some confidence, or what? From who? For what?
Right, Jamie's saying 6-2 Wolves. Everyone's going. Again, it is Fulham, so I hear those scores. Then
them men are getting tonked, fam.
Wolves need to bounce back, you know, and bounce back good. But this is the perfect game after a loss to West Ham, like they did.
Yeah, this is a proper morale booster, bruv, playing against Fulham. Trust me, if that don't get your hopes up, nothing more.
You see what it is? You see, if, like, let's just say hypothetically, if Wolves go and draw 1-1 or 2-2 to Fulham, yeah, everyone will start thinking, oh, they're not the side they was last season, and then start setting up differently against them. And that's how things start to crumble when people find
certain man are the litmus test, innit? And I think Fulham are like the litmus test for everyone. It's like, right, you should be pamming Fulham. If you're not pamming Fulham, man are looking at you like, right, you're a poor side. Like.
Yeah. I thought they would do that to West Brom last week, but they gave West Brom life, boy. Fuck it. That sort of performance gives them hope at the very least.
Exactly.
The big one now, Man United, Tottenham. Stick your neck on it. Let me think about that. Jose Ole after. You know how Jose is going to try to do his thing anyway. You know that.
And it's at Tottenham, isn't it?
No, you lot at home.
Yeah, at home. I don't know why I thought it was at Tottenham.
Yeah, you lot at home, 100%.
Yeah, we are at home. All right, cool. Draw,
yeah?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a draw. I say 1-1. Fucking snooze fest. It might even be a 0-0.
So which one are you going for? 1-1 or 0-0?
I'm going to go for 1-1.
1-1. Yeah, there has to be a goal or two in it. Man United, Tottenham. It has the potential. You're right. It has the potential to be a ball fest still.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a stinker.
It might be one of those games. I'm going to go 2-1 United. I think you lot would just pip them to it.
Sick. I hope so, but I don't know.
What's this super chat in from Nicholas Ferran? Shout out Griselda, who made the Sunshine out now. Check it out. Big up for the show, guys. Much love. Like I said, Westside Gun, Conway, Griselda, all of them. Make sure you go check that out. And we're on the last game, Aston Villa, Liverpool. What is that? Is that a Monday game or a Sunday? I don't know.
It must be Monday. That's going to be a tough game for Liverpool.
No, it's Sunday as well. It's Sunday 7:15.
Okay, that's a tough game for Liverpool, man. Away to Villa. People think that they're just going to blast them, but they got Ross Barkley, which is a good signing for them. And I think that Villa this season are going to be a harder team to beat. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Liverpool will still go over the line, but I'm thinking like a 2-1.
Who did Aston Villa just sign? Didn't they just
Ross Barkley.
What, is he official though? Is it over the line? He can play?
Yeah, he's over the line, bro. I've seen him in the kit and everything, training and that.
I swear. Okay, yeah, that definitely adds something. It frees Grealish up a bit more as well, because
I'm saying. He needs 2 quality players.
Right, 2-1 Villa, 3-1 Liverpool. So what was the score you're going with?
2-1 to Liverpool.
2-1, 5-1. I think, some of that football Liverpool played against us was mad in that first half. I'm going to have a decent rest because of the Carabao. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. So we've gone through them all anyway. We've got about a few minutes left. If anyone's got any questions, make sure you get them in. There's over 750, nearly 800 people in there. Make sure you hit the like button, people. I see everyone going for a strong Liverpool win, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. We've got a 1-1 in there. What are you saying, though, G? You got anything planned for the rest of the night or weekend?
Nah, man. Tomorrow, I've got match build up with my brother at some point. Show with Saeed in the morning at 10, I think. 10 o'clock. So yeah, just basically it's just gonna be build up now. Build up stuff, man. Me and Saeed were meant to have our show on Wednesday, obviously because United played. Just moved it to Saturday morning. Yeah. But other than that, it's just gonna be game build up, and then my team's got a friendly on Sunday. Just before the United, and then obviously I've got the watch along and that, and obviously AFTV I've joined our league as well. You heard that today, yeah? Yeah. They joined up still, so it's gonna be tasty, fam. Yeah, we like them ones there. That's it.
Them local derbies, basically, fam. That's what. But
this is it. You know what I mean? So we've got AFTV in our league, so it just makes the league even more entertaining, even more tasty. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, I'm happy.
Definitely. Yeah, you're a boxing man, fam. Who wins? AJ Fury?
It depends on when the fight is.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean, it depends on when the fight is. The sooner the fight is, the better, I think, for Fury. I think the longer it takes to fight, then it has to sway towards AJ, for the simple fact that I just feel like AJ takes better care of himself, like in between fights. Do you know what I mean? And he's got more than natural power, like. So it's one of them ones with Fury. I think even though they're similar ages, Fury's been a pro for a lot longer. Do you know what I mean? His body's had a lot more wear and tear, etc., etc., etc. But if they fight in 18 months, I'd expect AJ to win. If they fight in 8 weeks, I'd expect Fury to win. You know them.
I get you still, because I get you with Fury. He's bare up and down, innit? And there's a massive risk there with Fury. And if he doesn't look after himself, you can see what happens. It's happened before. Even 8 weeks or 18 months, if it's a fit Fury, I think he's too big and too smart for the division. Do you get what I mean?
But see, I agree, but then I don't agree in it, because you know what it is with boxing, yeah? People forget. You saw what happened to Dylan against Povetkin, bro. One punch changes a fight in boxing, heavyweight boxing, innit?
Yeah,
I don't care.
Wilder Fury as well in that last,
bro, that Fury, the first fight, yeah, he was a millisecond away from being knocked out. You know the one. So like, bro, as much as he outboxed him, it only takes one bang to completely change the whole fucking complexion of the fight. You know what I mean? And as good as Fury is as a technical boxer, yeah, if AJ decides that he's gonna walk him down and trade with him, yeah, because he can outpunch Fury, which he can, he only needs to catch him with one nice short left hook, yeah, and if it lands, it's a different fight, blood, because the difference is with Wilder, yeah. Wilder, he winds up and he telegraphs that one right hand, whereas AJ actually throws combinations. You know what I mean? If you look at when AJ gets people out there, it's not one punch that gets them out of there. It's usually the uppercut, the left hook, whatever. Like, Wilder doesn't throw combinations. He just throws the one single punch, which is easier to read. Do you see what I'm saying?
It is, and I think the time will benefit AJ because AJ needs the time to work out the plan for Fury because obviously that's something AJ would need to work on because you can see Fury tactically, you know, tactically he's I think he's head and shoulders. Whereas you're right. Like in boxing, a one bang changes the whole like perspective of the fucking fight. So obviously AJ can do it, but in my opinion, Fury, in your opinion, AJ. And there's one thing I want to touch on before we go because it's an hour in, but I just want to say big up to Joe Black. Because someone said it in the comments, but did you see he got a job with Arsenal's academy?
I did. What happened with that? Because I was with him the other day. Yeah, he was at the launch for the league, innit?
Yeah.
And I saw him obviously, but what's he doing? Is he just coaching like in the thing? That's a good look for him, innit?
As far as I'm aware, he's coaching in the academy now. Like he's come up as well. He's been coaching kids in the ends, and then he's come up from that family, grinded it out, and he's someone from North, someone from the end. So I just want to say big him up.
No, it's a good look. It's a good look for him. I'm happy for him. I don't know him personally, but
yeah,
bro, like it's nice, isn't it? And then also it's all about having role models and also having people there. You know what I mean? When you see someone from your bits, yeah, coaching at a football club that they grew up like in the local area of, yeah, like it's encouraging for a lot of these young guys now that are watching this that might say, oh, you know what, I want to coach at Arsenal. But well, you know someone's doing it, so you know it's a possibility, and it's always good to have representation. So
yeah, it's true.
It's a good look.
I thought about all the youths that can now get in from the ends, you know, because he's got
that too, because he'll have a say. You know what I mean? He'll know where to look. He'll know what parks to look in. He'll know what schools the kids are playing in. You know, he'll know these things. Huh? That's why it's good to have representation there, bro, because it brings another angle, but also from the standpoint of it being attainable now for people where we come from, because usually, like, you don't really see many coaches from the ends coaching, bro. You know what I mean? When you go into all these academies, all the coaches are white, and a lot of them aren't even white, like working class from the ends white either. It's these Cockney man, them like, do you know what I mean? At all the everywhere you go. Like I was lucky at Fulham, we had a few black coaches, but generally, like when I'm taking my friend's son to QPR and stuff like that, there are no black coaches there. You know what I mean? They're all just sort of white coaches and that. So it's good to have someone that's young as well. Do you know what I mean? From the ends.
Yeah.
And coaching the young boys, man. Do you know what I mean? And having men that look like them. Because you look at the England teams from under 21s all the way down to probably under 8s, bruv. Pair black man in the team. No black coach.
It can only benefit the club when you have a diverse scout network and coach network, because there's different perspectives, there's different ways to look, there's different places to look, there's different background, there's so many different things in football now, and you're seeing it more and more, even with England over the time. Like we talked about how more and more the English team is ethnically diverse now. But listen, we're over an hour in, Rant, so I'm going to let you go. We'll wrap this up now. Tell these men where to find you. Actually, these men know where to find you, fam. What am I talking about, bro? Like Rants and Bants, YouTube, Insta.
Yeah, exactly.
All of that, man. All of that. But Rants, love for coming on, G. Now, love people. Make sure you hit the like button before you exit. Subscribe there. Do all of that stuff, people, and leave comments when it gets processed. Make sure you do that too. Love people.